The Galactic Council was quiet. Too quiet. In the grand chamber above the planet of Arcanus, leaders from dozens of species gathered. The air buzzed with tension. Holographic displays floated above the table, showing human colonies scattered across the outer rim. "They are weak," one counselor said, voice sharp. "Their fleets are scattered. Their defenses minimal. This strike will be swift." "Swift?" Another replied, frowning. "We are sending over 300 warships. Enough to crush a planet." A murmur of agreement ran through the room. The plan was simple: attack the largest human colony before it could call for help. The council assumed the humans would be slow, disorganized, and predictable. On the holographic screen, a human world glimmered. Its cities were tiny compared to the vast fleets of the council, and its orbital defenses were almost invisible. "This will be an easy victory," a counselor said, tapping the display. Unknown to them, in orbit above the colony, sensors were already detecting the incoming ships. Humans were always watching, always prepared. At the edge of the system, Commander Raylan Drake observed the approaching fleet through his ship's viewport. The Predator-class warship he commanded was sleek, dark, and silent. Its engines hummed quietly, waiting. "We see them," Drake said to his AI. "All 300 warships. They think they are the first." The AI confirmed. "Sensors detect their jump signatures. Estimated arrival, 10 minutes. Drake smiled faintly. "We won't wait. Let them believe they have the advantage. That is their mistake." Back in the council chamber, holograms displayed the human colony in full detail. Some counselors frowned. "We are moving too quickly." "Are you sure their defenses are not stronger than reported?" "Positive," a general replied. "We have intelligence. There is no fleet capable of intercepting us." But council intelligence had one flaw: it had never encountered humans like this. Humans who did not just react, but predicted. Humans who did not only survive, they dominated when least expected. Outside, the alien warships moved in formation, cutting through space. Their lights glared brightly, a show of strength meant to intimidate. The council believed this display would crush human morale before their weapons even fired. Inside the human Predator-class warship, Drake ran simulations. Every possible attack the council could make was already mapped. Every maneuver they might attempt, every laser and missile, predicted. "All prepared," he said softly. "Now we wait for them to make the first move." The council had no idea. Minutes stretched. The human colony remained quiet. Not a single ship moved from its position. No message was sent. No alarm broadcast. Only a calm presence, like a shadow waiting in the dark. On the bridge of his ship, Drake glanced at the viewport. The stars shimmered normally. And yet, he could feel the tension building in the enemy fleet. Their weapon systems were ready, their officers tense. They thought they were first. They thought they were in control. "Engage approach sensors," he said finally. "Let them come." The council would soon learn their first mistake. Ryland Drake leaned back in his chair, hands folded. He did not speak of weapons. He did not speak of strategy. He only thought, "They believe they are first. They do not know. Humanity has already arrived." And in that silence, the galaxy held its breath. The alien fleet entered the human system, 300 warships. Massive and gleaming, cut through space with deadly precision. The council's confidence was high. Their target was a small human colony, barely defended. They expected no resistance, but they were wrong. From the darkness of space, sleek Predator-class warships appeared. They were black as void, moving silently. Not a single light gave away their position, but they were everywhere on the flanks, above, and below the alien formation. On board the lead human ship, Commander Reland Drake watched through his viewport. His calm eyes reflected the incoming fleet. "They think they are first," he murmured. The AI responded, "All systems ready. Enemy weapons detected. Estimated time to engagement, 5 minutes." Drake nodded. "Let them make the first move. That is when we strike." Across the alien flagship, commanders stared at their displays. Something felt wrong. Weapons locked onto empty space. Sensors picked up anomalies, strange readings they could not explain. "What is happening?" a lieutenant demanded. "Our sensors are failing." The admiral slammed his claw on the console. "Impossible. This is our system. Nothing should interfere." But interference was the least of their problems. Without warning, one Predator-class warship silently crossed in front of the alien fleet. Not an attack, just a presence. Another appeared on the other side. Then another. The Council fleet froze. Their jump engines blinked. Their weapons remained aimed at the human colony, but the humans were not there. They were everywhere. "Target them!" An officer shouted. Missiles fired. Lasers burned the void. Nothing hit. The Predator-class ships moved with precision that no alien weapon could track. They anticipated every maneuver, every attack. The Council's massive fleet found itself outmatched by a single human-led force. Inside his ship, Drake smiled faintly. "All predicted. All under control. Prepare boarding pods for containment." Alien commanders panicked. "They can't be this fast." One cried, "Our weapons are useless." Drake leaned forward, voice low and calm. "They are already learning their mistake. We have already arrived. They are not first." Outside, the Predator-class warships moved closer, encircling the alien fleet. No fire, no destruction. Only silent menace. The aliens felt it. Every crew member knew something terrible. Humans were not attacking yet, but they could at any moment. The Council's pride shattered. The human fleet, far smaller in numbers, controlled the battle before it had begun. Every alien weapon disabled by tactics, every maneuver countered before it was made. "Commander," the AI said, "boarding protocols ready. Do you wish to engage?" Drake shook his head. "Not yet. Let them understand first. Let them see who is truly in control." Alien ships drifted, trapped by strategy they could not counter. Their engines hummed, their weapons were poised, yet every move was anticipated. The galaxy was watching silently. One counselor whispered to another, "We underestimated them. We thought humans were slow, weak, predictable. But—" "Yes," another replied, voice shaking. "They were waiting. They were always waiting." Drake observed the fleet, calm as ever. This is the advantage of being first. Not in numbers, but in preparation. The Predator-class warships glided through the void like hunters, silent, deadly, merciless in presence. And the Council, with all its pride and power, realized one simple truth too late. Humanity had already arrived. The alien fleet was in chaos. Sensors flickered. Weapons failed. Communication scrambled. The Council's warships floated like trapped prey. Nothing worked. Not lasers, not missiles, not jump drives. Onboard Commander Ryland Drake's ship, the Predator-class warships glided silently. Each vessel moved with precision no alien mind could predict. Every human movement seemed to anticipate the next alien action. "They are everywhere," one alien officer whispered. "How can so few ships control us all?" Drake leaned over the console, calm as ever. "They are not few. They are just prepared. We strike first, not with weapons, but with presence. They cannot touch what they cannot reach." The AI confirmed, cloaking and EMP nets deployed. All offensive systems ready. From the darkness, the Predator-class warships activated their hidden systems. Cloaked vessels silently blocked every escape route. EMP nets spread across the fleet, disabling weapons in seconds. Alien warships shuddered as their power grids failed one by one. The Council had expected the humans to react. They had assumed humans would flee, hide, or surrender. Instead, humans were already in position, controlling the battlefield. On the alien flagship, alarms blared. Officers shouted. Screens filled with warnings. Every plan they had worked on for months had collapsed in minutes. The Admiral pounded his console. "Explain this. How is this possible?" A human transmission cut across the network. Calm, clear, dominant. "This is the United Human Fleet," the voice said. "You believed you were first. You believed you had control. You were wrong." Every alien ship displayed the same image. Raylan Drake standing on his ship's bridge, calm and confident. Behind him, glimpses of dozens of Predator-class warships appeared hidden in cloaking fields. Silent, waiting. "You sent hundreds of warships to hunt a human colony," the voice continued. "You assumed we would be late. You assumed we were weak. You assumed you were first. That was your first mistake." Alien officers looked at one another in disbelief. This is impossible," one whispered. Drake pressed a button on his console. A soft pulse spread across space. Energy fields shimmered silently, blocking alien ships from moving freely. Weapons offline. Shields offline. Engines offline. The Council fleet was trapped without a single shot being fired at the humans. One young officer on the alien flagship asked, trembling, "Why are they not attacking?" A senior officer shook his head. "This is strategy. Pure control. They could destroy us, but they choose not to." Drake's eyes scanned the enemy fleet, calm, focused, patient. The AI reported, "All systems prepared for containment or capture. No unnecessary casualties required." Drake nodded. "Let them see the mistake they made. Let them feel it. The galaxy must understand." The Council's pride shattered. For the first time, they realized they had underestimated humans not just as fighters, but as planners, hunters, and predators. And in the darkness of space, one truth became clear to every alien ship. Humans do not wait to react. Humans arrive first, and when they do, the galaxy changes. The Council had believed themselves in control. Now, they were learning the most dangerous lesson of all. Humans were not only fast, but always prepared for what others cannot imagine. The alien fleet was trapped not by force, not by destruction, but by control. Predator-class warships glided silently around the Council's 300 warships. Each human vessel moved like a shadow, predicting every enemy maneuver. Engines hummed, shields shifted, but weapons remained silent. Humanity did not need to fire. They already held the battlefield. Commander Raylan Drake stood on the bridge of his flagship, calm as ever. The galaxy watched in silence. The aliens had thought they were first, that they held the advantage. Now they realized their mistake. The AI reported, "Enemy weapons offline. Shields compromised. Engines partially disabled. Boarding protocols ready." Drake nodded. "Prepare boarding pods. But not for attack. Let them understand control before consequences." Across the alien fleet, panic spread. Officers shouted, hands shaking. Ships could not move freely. Weapon systems had failed. Some of the alien pilots whispered, They could destroy us all." "But they are not," another replied. "Why?" The answer was clear. Humans choose when to strike. They did not destroy. They enforced dominance. Drake pressed a button, and dozens of boarding pods silently left the human fleet. They approached alien ships, not with weapons, but with humans in law-enforced armor. Marshals, trained to capture and restrain, floated calmly toward each vessel. On the alien flagships, soldiers froze. They expected death. They expected lasers, fire, chaos. But nothing came. Only humans moving with purpose. One alien whispered to a friend, voice trembling, They could kill us all in seconds. Why do they not? A human marshal replied simply, because power without control is chaos. We do not destroy without reason. But we do not forgive betrayal. The Council fleet's pride shattered. They had underestimated humanity. They had thought humans were reactive, slow, and weak. Now they understood. Humans were strategic, patient, and merciless in presence. Drake's voice cut across the fleet. You believed numbers would save you. You believed first strike meant victory. You were wrong. Humanity always arrives prepared. Alien commanders watched helplessly as their ships were immobilized, captured, or contained. Some tried to jump away, but the Predator-class warships blocked every exit. Cloaked ships emerged silently from the dark, cutting off retreat. The galaxy watched in awe. Across distant systems, news feeds showed 300 alien warships trapped by a fleet smaller in number, yet superior in tactics, anticipation, and resolve. Drake leaned back in his chair, calm, patient, controlled. The Council had never imagined this. One human-led fleet had stopped an armada before it could even strike. One human commander had changed the course of a battle without firing a single shot. On the Predator-class flagship, Drake looked at the stars. He did not speak of victory. He did not celebrate. He only thought, the Council has learned the cost of underestimating humanity. Outside, the Predator warships formed a perfect ring around the Council fleet. A silent warning. A demonstration of power and restraint. The galaxy would never forget this moment. Humans strike first, not with weapons, but with will and strategy, and the Council, for the first time, realized that humanity was not just a threat. Humanity was an unstoppable force when it chose to act. The stars were quiet again, but the galaxy had changed. 300 alien warships floated powerless, trapped by humans who had arrived first. Their engines offline, their weapons dead, their pride shattered. Commander Rylan Drake stood on the bridge of his flagship, calm. Behind him, the Predator-class warships glided silently, forming a perfect ring around the Council fleet. Not attacking, not destroying, only sending a clear message. Inside the alien flagship, officers whispered in shock. They could destroy us in moments, one said. But they do not. A human marshal approached Commander Vrax Thune, the alien admiral who had led the Council strike. He expected rage, execution, maybe even torture. Instead, humans treated him with dignity. They healed the wounded, secured the ships, and gave them a simple warning. Why save us? Vrax asked, stunned. Because power without control is meaningless, the marshal replied. Humanity does not destroy without cause. But we do not forgive betrayal. Across the galaxy, systems broadcast live footage of the trapped armada. News of the Predator-class warship's dominance spread faster than light. The Council realized they had misjudged humanity. Drake sent a final message to the entire galaxy. This is the united human fleet. We do not attack without reason. We do not destroy without cause. But strike at one of us, and you will face the consequences. Humanity always arrives first. Humanity always responds. Alien officers stared at the message. Pride, arrogance, and fear collided in their minds. They had believed numbers made them strong. They had believed first strike guaranteed victory. Now they understood the truth. The Predator-class warships remained in position, but they did not fire. Humanity's lesson was clear. Strength is not measured in firepower alone. It is measured in resolve, strategy, and restraint. On his flagship, Drake looked at the stars. 1 human. 300 alien warships. No weapons fired. No lives unnecessarily lost. Yet the Council had learned a lesson they would never forget. A young human marshal asked, "Will they try again?" Drake shook his head. "Some will. But now the galaxy knows. Humanity is always ready. Humanity does not seek war, but it will protect its own." The alien fleet slowly disengaged, humbled and cautious. The Council would have to rethink every plan, every strategy, every assumption about humans. They had underestimated a species that could strike first, act wisely, and command respect without a single shot fired as the Predator-class warships jumped to hyperspace. One truth echoed across the stars: attack 1 human, and you face all of humanity, and the galaxy would never forget it. 1 human. 300 alien warships. 1 lesson. The stars remembered.